Colorado, el mejor desde Colombia a los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo, Dios es mi testigo. I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The trust, wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Open target here, Darius Slayton. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
On the ready? Wide open. Hey, you! Hey, go Fury! Ready?
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Go red. Wide blue.
On 1st down, Lance. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, Williams.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
21-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing now is Lance.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Up and good for Santoso.
And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Lawrence will throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Etienne once more. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On the ready.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Etienne up the middle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning. There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing his Lance on third down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah,
absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On second and 10, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. They'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Right side, Thornton with it. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another tote for Etienne. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
You ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run with Etienne. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it's no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long.
Break.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
midfield. Here's Lance. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And he'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts.
Complete to Kyle Pitts. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence. Got a man, Slayton. The 40. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Darius Slayton, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-3.
Jaguars 10, Falcons 3.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. And now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Watch out now. 50 series. Ultra.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Let's go.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake. Lance. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Lance again. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Jagsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. No, 52. Steel, black. Yellow, blue, black, ultra. Hustle. Ready.
And Lance now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that they're very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
And cycle. Check fury.
Boston, the man in motion left. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. In motion comes the tight end left.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Williams will try again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change their mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A gain of 3, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go again with Etienne. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
This is taken at the 18. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run off tackle right with Williams. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here we go with Williams. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. from the 29. Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On third down, Lawrence into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
52 blasters.
The busy night continues for Williams. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's second and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Thornton. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Lance. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Lance to throw it. Austin is there and brings in another one. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Lance. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Austin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Third and 3.
Watch out now. 6 receivers. 6. Mega.
Play action, now it's Lance. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, they took a shot there, trying to get it downfield, 4th quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
Set. Ready.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go now. Right. 97. Go. Right.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have the Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
38. Real green. Rail cycle.
And Lance going to throw. This one finds Austin out right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2 yards on the pickup there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Up and good for Santoso. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hey, you! Bravo! Hey, box.
Lawrence going to throw again. Over the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflated. Right, a lost opportunity.
Second and short now following the fumble. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. back to throw. Lawrence. He's got Bellinger. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down movement.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I totally believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big...
He's got a man, complete! And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lance. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here. Know that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry on.
So for Atlanta, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.
Catch like helmets on and get it going, Donkey Kong.